Okay, looks like we're live. So this is part 3. So part 3, I have now got them ready to press. So I'm wanting to make sure, because all I've done up so far is just finger press. So I'm just placing them down nice and easy. Don't stretch them out. Hi Rado, how you going? So just place them down nice and easy. Sure the seams are going all the right ways. And hi Karen, hi Margaret. All I want you to do is just get your best press or your starch and just spray it over. It's turning. Now, with a dry iron, just gently press it. I don't want you to stretch it. I don't want any of those little nasty habits that we do. I just want it pressed nicely with a dry iron, ready for the next step. So we're going to do that to all of them. I've already done one, so this is a number 2. Hi Pat, hi Jenny. So we've got that one pressed. Probably put a fraction too much on. If you want to turn it over and just make sure they're going in the right directions. A bit of a twist in that one, just to get them nice. But I don't want any stretching. Don't go stretching them. It's a habit we do, is to pull them and stretch. So we don't know. Waves to everyone returning. Yes, hi Judy, how you going? All right, so once you've done one, you place it over there and you get your next one. So just place it down. Make sure your seams are going in the right direction. You'll feel them underneath and they'll feel like they're buckled or something. Probably a little bit less than what I put up before. Just a nice press. One's got a buckle in it, so I'll just turn her over and get that buckle out. And go back. Nice gentle press. The best press is good for that. See a bit of a buckle there, so I'll spin it back over. That one there. And just press them down. And you don't have to go mad with the pressing, just get them nice and flat. They don't have to be pressed to an inch of their life, just so that when they sit down on the mat for cutting, they sit nice and flat. Just spin her over. I switched to best press maybe a year ago. Way better than starch in a can. Absolutely, yep. So a couple of seams just need fixing up a little. Yeah, I agree. There's no smell. This one's odorless, which I like. I use this on my long arm as well. Sometimes quilts need a bit of like a best press, and then you roll them back and forwards just to get the slack out of them. That happens. It's occasional. Hi Pat, hi Debbie. And I find that best press works really, really well, and it doesn't leave a residue. There's no, you know how you get that sort of, with dark fabrics, you get that icy look to them. They leave that white mark. Well, Best Press doesn't do that. I like that. That's what I like about it too. So I use a lot of black fabric, so that helps in the black fabric as well. So just a quick press. Doesn't take very long. And then we're going to take it back to the sewing machine. We've got one more step to do before we get our triangles. One more little bit of sewing. Won't take too long. Good luck. Okay, swing her over. Hi Stella, how you going? I just quickly scoffed down a little bit of yogurt and a very small piece of chicken. The other half of it I gave to the dogs, as you do. And made a coffee, drank 1/5 of it, and back on again. So if you push too hard, you'll end up putting curves and waves into it. So I'm just literally just gliding this around this little iron. I'm not shoving the fabric. I'm not pushing it into the fabric. I'm just sort of gliding it over the top, and that is a hint that will do you well over your ironing or pressing. You just got to remember not to, you don't want to be pushing and shoving the fabric, because that's how you stretch it. Okay. Stella, I'm supposed to be cutting strips for quilt, but need to watch this one. I need to make this quilt too. That is why I said eat. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I hadn't eaten. I have now, but and that's enough for, I'll have some later. I brought the yogurt up into my room so I could have some later. I'm surprised I haven't lost a heap of weight. I hardly eat. I probably eat the wrong things. That's the problem. Oops, the days. The crease. Just run it over on those seams. Turn it back. And I find this Best Press goes, you know, lasts a long time. I haven't had to buy another one for ages. I am designing a whole cloth design about 1 meter square to practice my free motion while I watch you sew. Good. I'll wait for you, Pat. You know it won't be. Yes. So once you've done the pressing, you're now ready to get your mat out. I'm just going to press that there, swap over. I'm just going to sit that there, move my iron out of the way. Now this is where you'll find you get a little bit of waste, but the result's going to be pretty cool. All right. Oh, if you've had, yes, I know. I will wait for my. We'll wait for me, Stella. Yeah. Yes. Now, first thing you're going to want to do is get your big ruler. You'll need your big ruler, and you'll find the 45-degree angle, and you line that up with your top and the bottom. So I have the ruler, I'll just move that over, on the corner of the green. So I'll just move it back. Corner of the green down here, 45 degrees up to the top. And I'm just going to stand, because it's an angle I want to be as accurate as I can, and then you cut. Now just move that out of the way for now. We will use it later if we need it. And then move your ruler over to 2.5 inches. Make sure you get to the top of your last strip. And then cut 2.5 inches. And as a border, that looks pretty cool as it is. But we're going to turn it into something else. Then get your next one, 2.5 inches, not 3, 2.5, and trim. It's quite effective. Hopefully we'll get one. Should get one more out of this. Should get 3 per one. And then we have these 2 little side bits. So we've got the first one we started with, and we've got the second one. So out of these, I am still going to do a 2.5 inch cut because if I need to use them, they are there for later. So you can see I can't use from the grey up here, but I can use all these. So I will utilise it, but I do put them in a different section. And this one, oops, days, turn around. And again, cut 2.5 inches, and that will give me the other side, which will let me work from the white down. Again, like I say, you'll waste those, but these you won't. So I just pop them all aside for now, and I move on to my next one. So I just keep cutting those. I'll show you again. Get your ruler, your 45 degree, line it up with the top edge, move it back so that you've got the corner of the green there. So you don't waste, you waste as little as possible. And cut. Move that for the time being. Move your ruler over and use your 2.5 inch line. So we've got 1, 2.5. Just move it up so it covers the length of this, and cut that up. And next one, oops, a daisy. Two and 3, should get 3 out of it, and those little extras. That's my extras, and this one as well. That one can go over there as 2. So I've got 2 piles. I've got one with the full strips in it, and one with the half strips, the half lengths. Standing up, I can't see. Hi, I just keep missing your videos and then have to watch to catch up. So your fabric doesn't get lined up on the cutting mat, you just line it up with a ruler to 45. Yes. So if I missed any others, yeah, I know. I'll wait for me, Stella. I like very much, yay. So yeah, so I use my ruler. I don't trust my mat at all. Mats, like I said earlier, can move and distort, and I don't trust them. So just move that out of the way for now. Come back to it in a minute. And I know that my ruler will always be straight. It's not going to distort it in any way, shape or form. And it's a daisy, 1.5. I missed the edge of it, but that's fine. Still get used. 2.5. down. And 2.5. Days. A couple more, so I'll repeat it each time for you. 45° on the ruler along the top edge of that fabric. Make sure the bottom point corner of the green is included. So you want to be starting your cut on that point and go across. And go 2.5. Come on. 2.5. And put 2.5 there. And then we get a little off-cut bit, trim that, and that's one. That one, let's turn it around. Turn that around. The next one. Okay, so thanks Michelle, wasn't sure, the penny just dropped for 45°. Yeah. So that's exactly right. So what we're doing is creating a 45° cut, and then what we're going to do is sew these together, and I'll show you how we're going to sew them. So can you believe when I first thought about this quilt, I actually thought that I would just do little squares or just straight borders, but then I thought, nah, that's boring, and let's do something else. So here we are, creating something seriously fancy. And almost done. One more after this. So again, 45° on the ruler across the top. Make sure the corner of your green, the bottom one, is where the edge of the ruler is, and cut. Next one. Next one, and this one. And we'll cut this piece off. Goes over there. This 2.5, and lucky last. Put that there, line up the 45° on the top. So I keep these ones just in case I need them if I get short of any. But next what we're going to do, was never taught to use rulers properly, but now I know. Yeah, good. I was always taught never to trust your mat. Doesn't take much to throw the lines out of shape. So now we are going to now join these together, moving them up one, like that. Yep. But I don't want you to join these points here. Sorry, I'll just get that camera working. Would the fabric more likely move if you would try to do more than one piece at a time? Yes. Yeah, any kind of 45 degree, when you've got seams, you have to do individually. If you try and do them all together at once, not going to happen. All right, so get this edge of this, and you're going to start there, right on that point there. And you're going to join that together like that. Okay, and then you're going to do that with every one. You're going to join two together, just two. You don't have to join any more than two, so they're going to be joined like that. I want there to be, I don't want these seams here lining up like that. I want them to be off center like that, so you've got a gap. Okay, so we just go put them all in a pile like I have. We go to the sewing machine and we start sewing them together, and then we come back here to do some more cutting, and then we're going to sew them to our board, our blocks. Hi, just to go check my rule for 45 degree angle. If you've got one of these, Pat, you've got that on your ruler. All right, so let's bring you over here and put you on charge. Just see if I can get that there so we don't run flat. Never know. Alrighty. You got rain. At the moment, yeah, it's sort of on and off. It's always on and off. It's a bugger. Okay, so you guys can see what I'm doing now. So I'm going to get my first one, just sit it there, and my second one, I'll just pop it here. So I don't know if you can see here. So I've got them like that. Just see right there. Now I want to move it up to there. So I want that green one to start on the edge of that cream one, like that. Okay, so can you see there? So this is going to be weird because it's on the wrong side. Go this way. Oh, man. Alright, now because there's bias everywhere, you're going to have that struggle with the stretching, so please be aware not to stretch. I'm going to put that down. I might even run a pin here and there. Don't really have to, but I will, just so I can flip it around. Just one there. And one here. I just want to keep them like that. I don't want those, I want you to miss your points. I don't want your points lining up. Not yet. Alright. Then you get up to here. So I can start one in the right spot. There we go. Alrighty, so I should be able to chain piece again. Just stop and realign up my edge, not my points. And just turn it that way so you can see what I'm doing. Should be right now. And you'll see them move and sway in that underneath the sewing machine, and it frightens the living daylights out of me because they're all, you know, on the bias, so it's freaky how they move. But be very careful not to stretch. Just slight hold, like just a steady guide. You don't want to be stretching them. Alright, so I'm just going to come all the way to the end, get the next one, do the same thing. Might be right now, I might not have to pin this one. Got my head in the right space. Just make sure that one is ever, because that one won't be getting used. Just grabbing it to get over to the 1/4 inch and making sure it's underneath the needle. Are you sewing your seams one either way or all the same way, please? When I first did it, I actually sewed them one way, one the other, when the first rows. And I'm trying to so these go one in and one out and one in. Bit hard to see underneath, sometimes they flip underneath, but it's not too bad at the moment. And right down to the end of the fabric. Next one, put it down there. So I want the one underneath, the brown one, to line up with the olive green, start of the olive green, but without it, I just want it on the edge. I don't want the seams to line up. Lift that up, pop that underneath on an angle, let it come onto the fabric and line it up, straighten it up to the edge of the fabric. So you know you've got that 1/4 inch seam happening. So a little bit of cheating. Less cutting off, less stop starts, less. So has anyone done this way before? Has anyone seen them done this way? Next one. No, this is how I did my Lone Star. Okay, yeah, but that would have been like a seminal. Once you've done this point, this start, because you would have lined up your seams. This one we're not lining up seams, and what's going to happen is we're going to cut this up. So you're going to see, whereas a seminal one you don't. Okay. That looks a bit long in the tooth, but anyway, it's fine. Don't stretch it, Michelle. Come on, move over. Where you got to be? Over there. Wait, wait. No, never just learning off you. No, I haven't seen this before. Okay, cool. Well, as long as you're learning something, every day is worthwhile if you're learning something different. Okay. It won't take too long to get these sewn, not like last time where it took quite a while. This will happen quite quickly, and then all of a sudden you'll have that moment. Just move that out of the way. That penny will drop and you'll be like, oh, I know what she's doing now. So I've got the lined up for that. On there, come in off the edge, line up your 1/4 inch and keep sewing. Hi, is Brenda online? Is she? Hi, Brenda. So this could work beautifully, or it could be a complete disaster, just saying. No, you have no idea. No idea. Yep. Yeah, no, okay, good. Okay, so, well, you'll see it come together in a minute. It'll just all of a sudden, that penny will drop and you'll go, oh, now I see. So all this sewing will come to its fruition. So it might seem like a lot right now. The whole cloth turned out smidgen bigger than I planned, 51 inches square. Wow, that's huge. That's a big quilt. It's over 1 metre square. Sorry, I was just checking that I wasn't going mad, and they are going the right direction. I just had a panic then. I thought, I'll be doing a bit of unpicking in a minute, I think. That's so good. So, that one. Yeah, that's a big quilt. Huge quilt for a whole cloth. Well, a Lone Star, I should say. It's a lot of little pieces in a Lone Star. It's awful when you second guess yourself. Yeah, I do it all the time. Always got to ask myself now, hang on a second, did I just do that right? Stand here talking to myself going, no, you're fine, silly woman. Silly woman. Bargello is worse than a Lone Star. Yes, it is. I've got a bit of a plan for a Bargello. Oh, Judy, a whole cloth means that the quilt is made on one bit of fabric, so pretty much just quilted, and no piecing at all. So it's literally one whole cloth. So a lot of art quilts are like that. They might have lots of stuff on top of them, but they don't have any piecing, which classes them as a whole cloth. Even though they're an art quilt, they're still classed as a whole cloth. That makes sense. But you'll see a lot of them, and they'll be just these mandalas and all sorts of beautiful things. They're quite amazing. Thank you, Michelle. Save the typing. Yeah, no dramas. Alrighty. So I've nearly done this part, and I'll move on to the next part. Okay, yeah, Judy, they've been around for a while. You'll see them at the quilt shows a lot, if you ever get to those. Seems to be a bit of an art form. I think it's an art form anyway. Some of the stitching and that they do is just phenomenal. I might keep going. This will be my first on learning new things. Yeah, it's a big learning curve. Lots of measuring and stuff. Lots of planning, unless you're following something someone else has drawn out, I suppose, but still got to plan it. And normally you've got to, yeah, it's a design thing, so. Are you doing it on the sit-down machine, Rado? No, I'm making it up from heaps of designs. I have a colouring book's a great idea. Probably seen them at the quilt shows, yeah. Pieced. Yeah, no, they're definitely not pieced. My Janome 67p, wow. Ruler work. Can see lots of ruler work. They do use a lot of rulers in those things because they have to be accurate. Wait, I didn't press the button quick enough. Come off my line. Okay, so now I've done those, I'm going to then sew these together to each other after I get this one done. We're going to join them all together as one big piece again. So isn't that funny? We're doing what blokes tell us that they don't understand. We're cutting up perfectly good fabric. We've sewn it together, then cutting up it again, and now we're going to sew it all together into one big piece of fabric again before we cut it again. Now, the beauty of these is that we know we've come up from one direction, so all we have to do is put them all back in the same way we found them. We don't have to do any colour sorting or anything. So back with I've got the beige in the up direction because that's the direction I sewed in, started sewing. So I'm just trimming them apart at the moment. You probably can't see what I'm doing, but that's what I'm doing. So that apart, and that apart, that apart. That they want us women to come up with instruction manual, but have you ever seen a man actually read one? No. No, actually, no. I'm the one who puts stuff together in our household because he won't read the manual, and I guarantee you it will bugger up each time. He's got a bad habit of doing that. That one and that one. Then I get it because that's the beige end. That's where I started sewing down that way while they were together. So I'm going to turn it around and start from the green way. But what I want to do, I know you can't quite see me at the moment, is get my green one there and get the next one at the green end. And again, I'm just going to try and move this so you can see. So I've got that opened out, just like that, just a finger press. Get the next one, finger press it out. Don't have to iron this yet. And you're going to join them like that, all the way down. How cool is that? Yeah. All right. So, getting that way. Green end up. Again, I am not putting my points together. I don't want them together. I want them to be separated. Turn it around so you can see what I'm doing. Hey, oops, days. Why are they like that? Mine does it too. My son does it right though. Yeah. Oh, I don't know why they're like that. I don't get it. Their mum went wrong. Something happened with their mum. I'm not quite too sure. Sorry, I just lost my bearings then. I dropped it. So I could do it that way. Yeah. No, I'm going to join them together one more time and then we'll have that, sorry, like that from the green one. There we go. Here goes nothing. My roll is here, but I don't really need it. I don't really want really crisp. The roller will push it down even further, and I don't want to put any pressure on the actual seam. So, because it's so biased, I could use it if I wanted to. I'm just thinking at the moment, the less pressure I put on it, the better. I'm just going to cut that off and just have a good quick check. Yep, all good. So, nice. We get the next one and I am going to, I know I'm cutting off each one at the moment, but I'm getting each one and I'm going to do it individually. I think I'm only going to do 4 at a time, so just 1, 2, and then put that there. Next one, open it out, just press it down with your fingers. Want it to start there, so that on top of that. you want the point of the green one underneath lining up with that seam. Yeah, I just don't want to, because the roller press is really, really good, and probably too good for a bias. If I go throwing that on there, it'll probably push it well out of place. There we go. Try that. So I'm going to do these in lots of 4 strips. I think that's plenty. I think any more than that and I might be just pushing my luck, and you'll see why in a minute. Just make sure that's underneath. Okay. When I get to that point. So that's number 2. And this one is the next one. Exactly same way. That up there. That one I want lined up with the yellow underneath the foot nicely. Anything caught? Nope. Don't be chewing stuff. So, oh, you silly woman, hang on. I haven't opened up the bottom one properly. Oh, hang on. That was close. I looked at it and went, what's going on here? I almost sewed that down. Just double checking I didn't do that to the last one. No. That's got to be open. Must make sure the bottom one's open, Michelle. Make mental note to self. I had the seam ripper out though, ready to go. That's better. Alrighty. Let's get on. So again, I am not stretching, I'm just placing them against the edge of each other. No stretching, no stretchies. Just place that there. Hang on, lift and move over. I think I've got 2 more to go. Yep. 1. Oh, maybe 3. Alright. Don't know if I'll use all these, but we'll soon find out. I might do this one and just show you the next step. And if I need more, I can always sew them together. At least we're getting into the next step. We're not just sitting here watching me sew. Make sure that's open under there. Alright, so theoretically this should work, and like I say, if not, I'm using it anyway, and it can just be funky triangles. That's all I've got to say. Alright, let's move you back over to the other area. I'll just pop you there for a sec, and I'll come over here, bring you over here. Oops, there's, gotta bring the cord with me. Okay, it's fine, it's relaxing, okay. All right, so again, I'm just going to finger press that. Tempted to iron it, but I might just yet do that, but to see how we go first. If I iron, I might stretch too much. So thinking finger pressing is just fine. Stops me thinking about boo-boo. Well, I just figure if it doesn't work first time and you've tried a second time, then it's time to just make it work for whatever you've made. Alrighty. Just push that out. I might actually do a quick press, but I'm just not going to use anything heavy. Just a quick one, just on those seams I've just finger pressed. Just make sure they're around the right way and I don't have any little knuckles like that, because they're annoying. Alright, now, alrighty, can anyone see how it's going to turn into triangles? Not yet, maybe? Oops, it is. Got attached to the cord. Alright, you ready? So I'm going to start here. I'm going to line up my ruler with the top row, so I've got a straight edge, and I'm going to do that. Just going to start there to see if that works. And like I say, this could be really bad or really good. Some are bad. So I might do the 2.5. I'll do them at 2.5. I think I'll cut that one back. So 2.5. That'll do it. That one. Then 2.5. Actually, I might just take that little bit off there. Oops, a days. That was silly. I might put that under there. Just take it off. Alrighty. Let's turn her over. Go 2.5. It's getting caught. 2.5. So we've got little boo-boos, but I can take that out. So next one is going to be over there, I'm thinking. So I need to move it up a bit to about there. Just take that off. Do it 2.5. Fingers crossed. Not too bad. 2.5. Yeah, she'll be fine. 2.5. Like I said, I started on the seat of my pants, and that's where I'll land. That one there. I'll just leave that one there. I'm going to go to this one. Okay, just turn that around, that one. Yeah, come back to 2.5. So the green one will come off. There's some that I've got to neaten up, but that's not too bad. Could be worse. Oops, that's stuck underneath the thing. Okay, let's just do a quick So I might actually, this time, so I'm lining up the seam with the actual ruler. I'm going to cut through this one and then I'm going to cut forward and back and see if that makes a diff. All right, there's one. So 2.5. Oh, that looks better. There we are. So I think I need to cut that up to about there. And then 2.5. So what I've done is, as I go along, I'm just guesstimating, because I'm looking at it going, well, that's a really, really big seam. That's not 1/4 inch, and that's way over there. So I'm sort of guesstimating and taking a little bit off it. So between, you know, 1/4 to 1/2 inch, depending on how big the gap is. And then I come across 2.5, and it seems to be working to a point where, oops, days, where I'd be okay with it. I just want to clean it up. Oops, days. And like I say, I never do anything perfect, but I'm happy. I've got triangles. What's this? Okay, nothing. It's all good. I'll just pop that aside. Like I say, I might not need as many as I've got here. So I can cut 2.5 from that, because that was my starting point. And that gives me those. Again, I need to take off 1/4 inch. Move up 2.5. See, it's big there, but it's none there, so, you know. We'll see. Okay, I'll just pop that one over there. Next one. Okay. If you're wanting your seams to be absolutely perfect, you're going to need to pin in between those rows, and make sure that you have 1/4 inch on either side, which will be a bit hard because they're all at different stages. But I feel that lining up the ruler with the fabric line and just give it a bit of a tweak. So that one there, I'm going to line that up there. Fab. Yeah. Two and a half. I can probably move over a fraction, I think. No, it's all good. No, it can move over. Just move that, cut that little bit extra off. And cut it over there, 2.5. So there's not meant to be, theoretically, not meant to be points on these triangles. This is designed not to have points on your triangles. And there's a reason for it. It's so you can breathe a sigh of relief. But if you do like your points, you're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, because this way won't get it for you. So what you've got is all these little different squares and triangles, all different shapes and stuff, which is fine. And what's going to happen is you're going to, sorry, that was me just dropping my screwdriver again. Oh, just make sure, are you all there? Yep, just watching me. So take that little bit off there. Actually, I might have to just get my scissors first and trim. I should be able to do it from the other side. There we go. So you got one there, and you've got that there. You might turn it that way. You can see this one's got to come off. So open that seam up a little there. Start this. Hold your fabric down with your finger, and there you go. That's there. And then you can put these together. And like I say, you don't have to have, you can have your triangles at all different shapes and sizes. Turn them upside down and back to front. It doesn't matter, because it's designed not to. It's designed to be a little bit more funky and less, a little bit more organic. So I just don't want the same colours together. So I'll just keep going. I'll just take off these half finished ones. Oops, days. So that one's another little one. And that one. Sorry, I have to go for a while, Michelle and ladies. We'll finish watching later. Happy sewing, everyone. No worries. No worries, Judy. So I'm just going to go along these and just get rid of all the excess off them. And I'm going to show you how to do the border. It's a single one. See, that one's got like huge gap in it. See, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's up to you, but the idea of it is to have it a little bit different than the usual triangles. See, that's got different ones. That one has to come off. All right, so okay. So Rado, you're still here, aren't you? All right, so let's just start joining some of these babies together. I can turn them upside down and a roundabout. So we're going to pin that together, and don't I couldn't help that bigger I couldn't keep that bigger one. Oh, you're nodding off, Redo. Yeah, my voice does that to people. All right, so I'm going to sew these together, and they're going to create these. Okay, so they're going to be just a little bit off, but like I say, I'm good. So I just need to check how many we need for each one. That would be 6. So 3. It's very similar. Let's go, there's a single one. Let's turn it that way and put that one there and this one here. It's got a bit of a crease. That one there. So that'll go there. So good. And I might put that one on that side, hey? Yeah. So that can go there. So that's 2. So they will go top and bottom. And I'll sew these together in a minute. 3 and 6. So let's do them that way. No, that way. They've got the thing together. That'll do it. So many funky triangles. Just iron that seam down. And 6. Yep. And that one. So that's 1. That's the top. That's the top. So that's 2. That's 2 of them. I've got 6 of those to do, so I'll have plenty. That one to there. That's another one. 5. And might do it that one. Just undo that. So I need a single. Okay, what's the days? That one can go, and that one. There we go, there. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 of these borders. The top ones only. 2, 3, and 2, 4, and 6. So that'll be another 1. So I do need to cut a few more. Wait, get off there. So that's 1, 2, 3 panels. And I might see if I can get one out of that. Where's my little ruler? Oh, this is my 2.5 inch ruler. So blade. This one there. Oh, you little booger. That frightened me. One there. Everyone else awake or you're going to sleep? Alright, so 2. 4, actually. 4. 3, 4. Awake still? Good. So that's 5. And they're the same. Give me something different. That looks the same too. Oh, that one's different. Let's take that off. And 2, 4. Oh, that's different. It's the same. Little bits. Gotta love little bits. Okay, so let's do this at 2.5 and just turn it over and clean that seam up, or the edge up. There we go. And I've got one still sitting here. And one here even. Whoops days. So that's going to come in handy. Awake for Debbie. It's good to see. I'm going to send everyone off to sleep. Alright, so that one, and take this one off here. And we'll pop that one here, but I'll turn it up the other way so the green's going the other way. That's 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 2 more to go. And I'm using my little bits for a reason, because I can. So why not? That one's, I'm going to start it here. And that one can finish there. That's that. That one needs to go over. Turn it around. So not bad really for starting with no real plan. I had no plan, by the way, just saying. And no pattern, So which way am I going? Okay, it's that way. It is that way. Just thought I'd start and play and see what could come out of it. And it's interesting so far. I'm making the Quilters Organiser bag from your pattern while I watch. Oh, good. All right, so I've got 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Come here. And 6. So that one, and let's cut this one. Start in the middle, and yeah. Damn, that is an awesome tool. Saves so much time. Yeah. Oh, you doing that too, Stella? So yeah, so I love that little ripper. It is a ripper. It's a beauty of a little tool. And now that they're in, even better. So okay, so that's 2. Shall I pop them up there? Is that 2? Did I get that right? Yep. So as long as you get the seam started, get your finger on the fabric, you just run it along. Cool, hey. Alright, so just trim that up to there. And cut that at 2.5. And that one over there. And turn it around. I'll just again. Alrighty. Hi Michelle and everyone. Sorry I've only been able to pop in and out. I missed how much you said the seam ripper is. That certainly saves a lot of time, effort and frustration. Joan, the seam ripper is 38 from memory. Absolute dream. So if you're wanting one, you need to just send me a quick PM because I can't take notes while I'm doing the demo. Alrighty, so I've got a feeling this would work better if you only had 2 rows. You know how I've got 4? I think if we had just 2, it would be much better. So I think there's less room for mistake or errors or movement, but in this case, we're just going to deal with it because I'm okay with the pointless triangles. They don't really bother me. But for those wanting a bit more perfection, I say 2 rows, and that's plenty. And I'm just going to grab these over here because these are 2 rows, and I want to see how they work. So, so you got that and that. So is that 2.5? It looks wider than that. It is wider than that. So that's 2.5 inch ruler. That tells me that is definitely wider than that. Just even it up a little. Yep, no worries. So that one and that one, they are almost the same but different. So they can go together. So I have 1 more row of 6, or a lot of 6. So that's that. So 5 I've got there. Now let's do it with the 2. So I've got a feeling this will be a lot quicker and less fiddly and probably more accurate. So let's try it. So I'll just give it a quick press. Oops, days. Try not to press creases into it. That would be a deal breaker, really. Okay, so line her up. 1 cut. Line her up. And I'm going to take that in a little and put 2.5. Take out that little boogaloo. Is battery operated or rechargeable? I have a Stripology ruler, but I'm liking that ruler you have. Oh, Redo, this is a 2.5 inch by 16 inch ruler. That comes from Statewide, but I can get that for you from them. It is battery operated. It takes a AA and lasts a fair while. It depends on how much unpicking you're doing. That's the thing, isn't it? It's all relevant to what we do. So I'm just going to trim that one up because we get another single out of that. And there. That's that one. And move this over. Just take off that excess. Looks like there's a bit of excess in between these because of that massive gap. And a bit more. It's like a 1/4 inch in between. It's going to be taken off. But yeah, 2 rows does look better, a lot quicker and easier, and more accurate. Just take off a 1/4 inch each time. After you've done 1 cut, it looks like it's got a long way. Come on. Okay. Take that out of there. Move it across. yeah, so in between each one I'm taking out a 1/4 inch, if that helps. And that is working beautifully. So again, just do that. Yeah, they're working really good. All right, so let's get another 6 together. So, not that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the 6 tops of all, just about anyway, I'm nearly there, of these. Now I've got to do the sides, and it'll be 8, so 8 pieces per side. Just 1, 2, that's 4, and do that one. Nope. Oh, do that one, and that's that, and that's 6. So now I need to do 8. So I'm just going to cut some more of these. I'm just moving that over, and I might start with this big one because that one was it's a fairly big one. Just give it a quick press. Nothing substantial. Don't go overboard. Just turn her over. Okay. Now, alrighty. Oh Lordy, with the invoice coming through from you, I think that would work perfectly in the same, had been matched up. Yeah. Oh, no, it doesn't, because you need the 1/4 inch. If you had matched up the seam, you would lose your 1/4 inch. Oh Lordy, with my invoice coming from you and the other creative craft, I better winning lotto ticket. Yeah. Yes. It's a great weekend though. Did you not end up getting to see the video, Rado? Did you actually get to see the video? This is the question, the demo. I know you were on, but could you see it in the end? No. Oh God. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I know. I spoke to her, and the other day, you know, the woman that you kept seeing, that was another lady who was going online after me. Poor love. And she pressed the record button too early, so we got to see her instead of me. So that won't happen again, I don't think. It was pretty funny. Frustrating at the time, but funny now. But you've got those other videos too that I did, Rado, so don't forget about those that I did with the lead up on that day to doing some free motion quilting. Well, we now No, you, she was. Oh, who? Yeah, exactly. Who she was. Yeah. Yes. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. And I'm going to go 1/4 inch from there. Well, that's going to lose a big seam. And that one on this side. You can see I'm really worried. Okay, we're almost there. I'll probably have to sew some more together. Oopsie-days. Okay. Yes, your private videos were fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, the video quality was really good, and I was told that apparently the video quality was from my end, and I said, well, I think it might be more to do with your website and how it's processing it, because when I do it on Facebook Live, I said with my phone, I said it is perfectly fine. So yeah, but it was funny afterwards. It was pretty funny. Realizing this poor woman had no idea. Anywho, and I think she does scrapbooking or something, some paper craft. So alrighty, how many have I got now? Are we there yet? Alright, so let's bring these forth. So we've got 3. 6, 7, 8. He blamed me. Yeah, it's not me. No, I said the same thing. No, not me. Nothing wrong, guys. No, got a new phone and everything for it. Like, no. Blame me. Blame me that she was on. No, yeah, that's funny. Hilarious. Alrighty, that one. Oopsie-days there. So that's 2. All right, so that's 2. So that is going to be 1 complete border. And what I might do is get you going with this border. I reckon we might do one of these, and then next weekend we can finish off. So I'm going to get these. Yeah, it was all of them. Yeah, I agree. So place these along here and just pin the top and bottom. Pin it to the top and bottom. You don't need many, you just need 3, 1 in the middle and 1 at the ends. Just temporarily, it's just to place them there. And then we're going to do the same at the bottom. If you want to, you can start from the edge, and you might want to save that and add it on to something else. Doesn't, it's either way, it's fine. Might come in handy. 1, come on little darling, 2. So if I had have just done squares and straight borders, you'd be finished by now. You know that, don't you? Just saying. All right, that one. So we've got that and we've got those, and we're going to take them to the machine. And I'm going to bring you over. I'll take this first. And grab the machine, the phone. So I'll just pop that down there. Alrighty, so first things first, we're going to sew these for you together. Alright, nice and quick, because I don't know about you, but I've had a big day and we'll finish this next week. So you can have homework if you like. Oh, that's come unthreaded. How wonderful. All right. Here goes nothing. Oh. Got it. Yeah, good one. You're going to have straight borders? Yeah, go for it. Hey, who knows? I might only do this every second border. All right, let's feed her on. All right, that's one. You did not see me just run over that, did you? All right, so this is number 2. Again, I'm just chain piecing. It seems to be a lot easier. Quicker. Needs to be quick. Flying geese would be nice too. Just saying. Looking great. So I had Ione here. We had you on, but we were in the sewing room. That's how you make. Sorry, make what? Mats. That's how you make. Hey, HSTS. I don't know. Glad your machine is as naughty as mine. Yeah, it is. Constantly. Sorry, Julie, I'm not quite getting what you're telling me. Okay. Half square triangle. Oh, okay. Well, it's one way to make them. Hi, Jackie. So my half square triangles are a bit funky because I had a moment with my trimming, but yours will be just stunning. But because I've done all this work to it, I am not undoing it. It's just saying. It can bleed and will stay there now. All right. So I've got 1, 2, they all joined, 2, 3, 4. Yep, they're all joined. Okay, now, very funky square triangles. Alrighty, so let's show you this. Now, temptation is to then pin these to the top, okay? So you've got your 6, you want to pin it to the top. My suggestion is not to straight off. what I want you to do is sew 1/8 of an inch from here to here, just getting that on, okay? So that then when you go to put the border on, you're not going to miss your little piping, okay? Just enough to baste it on. Oh, pin. Don't run over your pins like that. No wonder why my machine cracks it. Okay, take those out. There we go. Now do the other side. And don't put your border on yet either. You've got to do the other side of this piping. So, piping now. Might have to go back on that, I think. Yeah, missed the corner. Don't want to miss the corner. So how come you two are hanging around together today? Alrighty, so we got them on with a 1/8 inch seam. Now we get 2 more pieces. And we sew the other side, but first things first, you need to trim these end bits off and line it up with the edge of the panel. I'm just doing it with scissors. Maybe like that. Okay, she dropped the car off next door and came in to say hello. Oh, nice. All right, so now we are going to do this next one, which is the top. So all I want you to do is exact same thing. Just, you can either pin it or you can just hold it there and run along the top. But make sure it's 1/8 of an inch. I'm just going to run along the top. 1/8 of an inch or less, as long as you catch it. Just line it up again. And you can go around and do all these to the things, the blocks, one at a time. Does make you feel like you're getting somewhere. Less, Redo, less what? Less pins, you mean? Or less than a 1/8, yeah. 1/16. You just have to grab it. It just has to be grabbed. You don't want it to go out too far because you don't want it to show when you put the other border on. You don't want it to be hanging out there. All right. Okay, so I'm crying now. It's literally just to hold it in. It's not there for any other reason. So you don't have to be too neat with this because it'll go in the seam, but you just reduce the bulk by cutting off the main stuff. Okay, oh, these scissors are playing up. There we go. Now, going to do top and bottom, and then we're going to do the sides. So the top, you want right sides together. So we're going to place it from there to the end. Now, if you find that it's too long or whatever, because I've got funky borders, just cut it off. We'll place it halfway across. Isn't that awesome? I'm having funky borders, and they can be any which way I like. Look at that. They're all just over the show. It's a real scrap buster, this one. Because if you go this way, no, it's going to be too many. That one wants to, oh, it's the 1/2 inch. Alrighty. So that one can go down there. That one can go up there. All right. So let's start with one. I'm starting off center. And turn the camera around, that would be sensible. Place it down. I'm doing a 1/4 inch now. Just saying. Just line her up. Done, and then we'll do the bottom one, off center it so you have different sizes and stuff. If you're doing that, if you just want plain straight borders, go for your life, all good. Love the faux piping though. You don't worry about which way your seams go. No. 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 As long as it sits reasonably flat. No. Definitely not that anally retentive, I'm afraid. I don't worry about much. Alrighty. There's my faux piping. So, come on, turn over. There we go. Look, faux piping. All right, I'm going to iron it because this fabric's heavier than the panel. So, I'm just going to go quickly iron it. Bear with me. Coolies. All right. So they're on. Good. I don't either. Some people do. No, not at all. No, I don't. No, I'm just not going to be alive long enough to finish everything if I started worrying about all that rubbish. Alrighty, that goes on there beautifully. That can go there. Nice. Might turn it that way so the green's down that end. Alrighty. Turn her around. Now, you notice I haven't cut that off yet. I'm going to use it as a guide And no, I'm not lining up my seam. If I line up that seam, then I've got to line them all up. And I'm not doing it. I refuse. All right, put down. And just go down here. Yeah, it looks cool, doesn't it? And it doesn't have to be perfect. And the quilt police can go bugger off. Sorry. They can look at someone else's work. It just has to look funky and cool. Kids will love this. You know, boys would love this. It's great for the boys. You know, wombats and koalas and stuff like that. Kangaroos. Koalas are girly, a bit girly. But, yeah. Oh, good. It's going to stretch further than that. Yep. Well, not that I'm stretching, but it's going to go further than that. Alrighty. So, let's go down here. Let's make it as crooked as we possibly can. Stella, I like that M. Michelle. No worries. Hi, Gidget. I call it a peeper border. Oh, do you? Yeah, it looks cool with the peekaboo border. Well, they call it faux piping because it's fake piping. Alright, I'm going to have to go that way because otherwise I'm going to have the same colours touching. No, they're going to do that anyway. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's see what this looks like. Why not? I'll make it off centre. And that means when I get to the other end, it'll be different. Maybe we could do different borders on each one. I'm doing a quilt for a Canadian exchange student many years ago. Oh, cool. Well, they'll love this because it's full of all the Australian wildlife. Brilliant. All right, so let me just get up to the end of this. And that. All right, let's go down to the cutting board. I'll turn you around there. Bring you down here. Come with me. There we go. We're at the cutting board. Now. Oh, good. Jackie? Yeah, it's on its way. Now I'm just going to press that over. Actually, I might just trim that off first because it looks a bit tucky. So we're just going to trim that off. Trim, 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 trim. It's so not going to be even. But let's just run with it. Let's be okay with not perfect. It looks so cool. You guys can't see it yet. Hang on. Hang on, hang on. I'm getting there. I'm just ironing. Or pressing. I'm trying to reach over. It's a bit hard to reach. Hang on. You guys can't see this yet, but it looks really cool. And I've got the same colours touching each other, and I've got all the seams in the wrong spot, and I've got it. Ah, that looks awesome. Love it. All right. Okay. I really like this. I like the fact that it's not even. All right. Ready? I can't wait to get my panel. That's why I needed the kookaburras. They woke her up every morning while she was on the farm. Yeah, I bet. How cool is that? How cool is it? And they're not even. They're all over this shot. Like, it looks really good. I like that. Can you see it? Doesn't that look awesome? Hasn't that brightened up the panel? Look. I think that looks great. I don't know. I just like it because it's not even. They're all over the buggery everywhere. There's colours touching each other. It's like organic. I love it. I love organic. Look, they're all over the show. Fantastic. I'm going to do more. It looks really good. Oh no, it's so me. Organic. I love it. I love the fact that it's not perfect. The perfect thing is so overrated. It really, really is. Let's just do it and enjoy what we've done. I think it looks fab. And, you know, I've spent a lot of cutting and stuff done today and things like that, and I am not wasting all that fabric. That petrol blue looks excellent in there. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And I haven't even checked to see whether I've got the same equal amounts over it. I don't care. I think that once you get these together, so I've got this. Now all I have to do is put, I just have to put top and bottom on the next one and one side, because the next one's just going to join straight onto this with the blue, with the thing. So it'll be like that. So the next one will be like that, and it'll have the little faux piping. Yeah, exactly. The wattle, the green, the whole lot. It brings it all out. And I think that, I mean, I could do the next one. I was just thinking, you could even do it where you've got your side seam. Like, you could do the next one with them going, I mean, that one's got errors in it, but that one going down there. So you've got some that are like that. So maybe the, oh no, the big panel, I don't want to do any around. That, maybe that, you know, that's an option. So you don't have to have them like that. You can have them anyway. You can have one like that and one like that. I like it. And I am going to do it. I am going to do it. So you can even, yeah, just have diamond type things. So you could actually cut that way again and have these diamondy shaped stuff. Well, that's inspired me to make more. Are you going to do different color piping? No, they're all going to be brown, just to keep that boring and ordinary. And then I'm just going to do all these colors around them, except for this one. It's just going to be joined to them with faux piping. The sky's the limit. Absolutely. Why would I let rules stop me? I mean, yeah, I'm liking it. So I hope you enjoyed following me around today. It was long for you guys. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed having company today, sewing along. I hope you enjoyed it too. So I'm looking forward to getting all these funky skew-if borders around. Look, that's going to go there. It's going to go down here. Going to go up there. That way. Liking it. Cool as. No worries, Jackie. Good, Stella. We've had a fun day today. So, oh, I'm just going to take you out of the stand. Who's sending me messages now? Don't know. Yeah. So if you're wanting to do that triangular border, the half square triangles in the border, just do it with 2 strips. I've made 7L of bourbon and designed a whole cloth while you worked. 7 litres. Bourbon? Good God, woman. You'll be rotten. You will. You'll be rotten. Yeah. And designed a whole cloth. See, that's because you get to zone out. When you hear my voice, you just zone. It looks great, Michelle. Love breaking the rules. More people feel less intimidated and will try to say. Exactly, Joan. Absolutely. Rum is tomorrow. Ah. Why are you making alcohol? Are you going to drink it all? Just touching base, tomorrow night is live sales. Oh my God, do I have stuff to show you. And don't forget, if you aren't already on the list of people who want that, what do they call it? The quick ripper. Oh, I really like that. Another side, I'll be good on you. If you're not on the list for the quick ripper and you want to be, or you want one, you need to actually send me a quick PM. I'm really liking the thing. I'll just turn around, hang on. How cool is he? He's funky. I feel like purposely cutting up more triangles and making them really, really bad, like really wrong, so that it just freaks people out. Oh dear. All right, guys. Margaret, it is 38 off the memory. I think 38 or 42. I'll have to remember. I'll have to look on the invoice. It was a while. It was like 3 months ago that I ordered them, so I'll have a look on the invoice and figure it out. Thank you for your time again today. See you tomorrow. No worries, Stella. See everyone tomorrow. Live sales, fabric, and you saw what you can do with that flower fabric. Those who sent through orders to me in a PM, I'm getting to them tomorrow afternoon, and I'll send you messages later, probably tomorrow. See ya.